Freddie Rubino here with the Fred Rubino podcast coming to you from my house on January 18th, 2023. It's a little cold. It's the Northeast. I got a fire going behind me. So if you hear crackling noises, okay, I'm not in Chicago. No one's shooting at me. Okay? Yeah, it's not Philly. It's not Manhattan. It's just the fireplace. Okay, I know. All the cities are shitholes now. What do you want from me? I didn't vote these assholes in. In fact, I don't think anybody voted them in. I think the elections have been fixed for fucking years and years and years. Okay? So, January 18, 2023. I'm on the Next Gen USA network. Yeah, you got that right. And come on the Next Gen. Subscribe to it. There's no T in next. It's the Next, N-E-X, Gen USA network. There's all kinds of great podcasts on it. So come on over. And welcome if you're watching me now on YouTube, Facebook, or Rumble. I got a cocktail. I've been drinking a little today and yesterday. Tomorrow. Anyway, I'm Freddie Rubino. We always start with a Biden update because Joe Biden is so fucked up that every single week there's something that the press just like glosses over, but it's so fucked up. And they won't report it. They won't report it. When Trump was in office, if Trump said a word, they didn't know. They would go, look, he's making words up. We got to get rid of him. He's crazy. He's got the nuclear codes. He's making words up. Then they look it up and they go, oh, fuck, he's got a better education than us. It is a word. Okay? So, but this guy makes the most horrendous. If you look at my other podcasts and you go down, I always open with them. I don't make any of them up. They're very easy to look up and you'll see. So this week there were two. Because it's, sometimes he has a slow week. Sometimes he has a fucking good week. So this is his week. Earlier in the week, he was in El Paso because they were telling him, hey, there's the most rapes at our southern border than in the history of the planet. Even like the Greeks and the Romans and Genghis Khan and the Nazis and the Japanese, they even haven't come close to the amount of atrocities that we are propagating. We are just having fucking let loose, don't care at our southern border. There's more rapes at our border monthly than ever in the history of the world in one time. Every month, we fucking have more rapes and sexual abuse of women at our border from the smugglers and the coyotes than ever before in the history of the planet. Sodom and Gomorrah didn't have more sexual perversion than on our border. And our leaders say it's okay. Okay, you know they don't care about women. Are we done? Are we done with making believe this government cares about women? Please. I mean, how many fucking things? Everything I'll say about how they think about women is 100%. And it's so fucked up. Number one, they don't care about the rapes at the border. They don't care. They don't care. So they don't do nothing. That's why he went down to El Paso. Okay? They don't care about what they have. Men allowed to go into children's bathrooms, showers. What do you call it? The YWCA. A guy could go in. You could have your 8-year-old daughter there. Guy come in with his dick out. Hey, it's okay. Is that women's rights? I don't think so. I think you just stripped a woman of every bit of fucking privacy. You just stripped every woman and child of every place that they could possibly feel safe and secure without being subject to that. They don't care. They'll put a transgender person as Woman of the Year. Woman of the Year. Woman of the Year. So let that sink in. They have a guy winning Woman of the Year. That should tell you right then and there. We don't care about women. We don't care. And women, Democratic women, stand up for it. I'm a woman, and I believe that men are Women of the Year. I'm not even to the Biden point yet. I got to get to the point. So he went down to El Paso to make believe he cares about the fucking border. Doesn't bring up fentanyl, doesn't bring up the human trafficking, doesn't bring up the most rapes monthly than ever before. The old record was like in World War II, there was the rape of Nanking. Everybody read it in the history books, how the fucking Japanese went in and raped whole towns and how the Nazis gathered up women and raped them. The rape of Nanking was number one. We do it every month at the border. Every month is the rape of Nanking. Okay. So he goes down, he pretends to fucking care. He doesn't care. So when he's there are people from El Paso, Christian groups. Hey, the president's in town. Let's go see the president. So he's there. He gives a little fucking tap dancing speech, a little boom, bop, bop, boom, boom, boom. Nobody even knows what the fuck he's saying. He don't know what he's saying. He turns around, and there is a person from the Salvation Army. Now, everybody knows what the Salvation Army is. Come on. It's Christmas. They're ringing a bell. They're begging for money. You throw a buck in. You feel like you saved the world. Meanwhile, you really don't give a fuck either. But you want to feel good about yourself on Christmas. So that's what you do. So the guy's standing there. I don't know why he was there. Maybe because El Paso is being overrun. This is my guess. They're being overrun with so many homeless people that they're just packing them into airports. You go to the El Paso airport, they're just lying in the alley in the aisles, just lying there. They're not going nowhere. There's nowhere to go. Bus stations, in the streets. They took over whole streets. They just gave them blankets. People are going with food. So I'm guessing the Salvation Army is playing a huge role in El Paso, giving these people a little bit of comfort in a strange land, even though they don't fucking belong here. And they shouldn't be here, and they're subjecting their own family to the horrors of homelessness and stuff. Okay. So the guy's just standing there. He turns around, Biden, and he mistakes him for a Secret Service agent. He goes up to him and says, "Lo, I know a lot of Secret Service agents in the Ukraine." Does anybody not know what a Salvation Army uniform looks like? Is it the most recognizable fucking uniform there is? So when I saw that, I went like this. I rewound it, and I was like, let me see that again. I gotta see it again. I gotta see it again. And I did it, and they just glass. The news says, "Oh, he told him something about a Secret Service." He said to the guy, I know a lot of Secret Service agents in the Ukraine. Okay, that can only be one of three things. That's all it could be, in my estimation. Let's get some whiskey. Number one, he thought that the Salvation Army guy was a Secret Service agent. Has no clue what's going on. He's full of fucking dementia. Doesn't know a goddamn thing that's going around him. Doesn't know. Doesn't recognize. He's called his wife his sister. He's called the fucking vice president the president countless times. Countless times. So he doesn't know. He doesn't know what's going on. He's a fucking babbling old man. Not that I gotta think about babbling old man. You just can't be fucking running the country. Come on. If I fucking hailed a cab and there was a fucking babbling old man, I would get out of the fucking cab. This guy's running the fucking country? No way. So it's one of three things. Either he actually thought that this Salvation Army guy was actually in The Secret Service. He thought that was the Secret Service. Like Secret Service, it's secret. There's no uniform. That's what makes it a secret. Like undercover cops don't wear a fucking uniform. It's secret. Secret Service. He turns around. I know that. So either he thought all of a sudden the Secret Service had a uniform, and that guy was there, and he went over and he acknowledged him on a live mic. That's number one. Number two, I might not remember all three because I've been drinking. Number two, it was a Secret Service guy in disguise. In disguise. And he didn't want to get his cover blown. He had to be there in case like somebody jumped out. Fucking Texas. They whacked the fucking president in Texas, in fucking Dallas. Anything could happen, We're not that lucky, but this fucking guy could get fucked. So you have to have security, and I don't blame them. They should have Secret Service guys all around to making sure he doesn't fall or choke on his fucking vomit. I don't know what the fuck. Shit himself again like the Pope in front of the Pope. So he thought maybe one of the other things is that this is a Secret Service guy undercover. And he blew his fucking cover. Could you imagine? They go, okay, you're a Secret Service. You go as a Salvation Army guy. Everybody thinks you're this Salvation Army guy. Ringing a bell, you stand there. Anything goes down, you fucking get on and make sure nobody gets him. You fucking usher him off. Make sure nobody knows. Everybody shuts up. Okay, no problem. He comes around and goes, yeah, no, let's see. Fucking guys in the Ukraine. He blows his cover. Either he is a Salvation Army guy, and he thought that was the new Secret Service uniform, or he was Secret Service, and he blew the fucking guy's cover right in front of every fucking body, which means this guy's fucking career is over, which I don't think. I think it's the babbling fucking idiot. Or number three, he just fucking gave up a bit of information that should be so top secret that we actually have Secret Service agents in the Ukraine. There's no report of that. There's no troops. There's no intelligence there. He just said on national TV that I know Secret Service guys who were in the Ukraine. What? Shouldn't that be fucking news? Excuse me, Mr. President. Do we have Secret Service there? Do we have special forces there? What do we have in there? Do we have fucking advisors? Do we have technical people? Nothing. Nothing. It's so fucking acceptable now for this guy who's the president of the United States to say any fucking outlandish shit, anything that is just out there. He could say, I just ate fucking 3 butterflies and blew a horse, and they will go, anyway, it's fucking, nothing is said. Nothing is fucking said. It's unfucking believable. And listen to me about the other shit about the border. There are so many liberal Democrats in Hollywood who pretend to fucking care about people. Meanwhile, this shit's going on at the border like fucking crazy rapes and murders and cartels running our southern border. They don't, you know what they say? 90% of them, we got to investigate Trump for January 6th. He's been investigated 4 fucking times. You know what they did when they said we want Trump to testify at the January 6th hearings? You know what the first thing they did? They sealed all the video footage of January 6th, said you can't open it for 50 years. Does that sound like the biggest fucking scam ever in this fucking... The last time they did that is when the fucking FBI whacked Kennedy. And they said, seal him. Seal it up. Oh, fuck this. Wait till we're all dead and our kids are dead. And then... Okay? So this is his fucking... This is the president of the United States. Who the fuck knows what he meant? Is he demented? Does he fucking did he just blow this guy's cover? Did he just let out a fucking national secret that is like a fucking crime? I don't know. I don't fucking know. No one knows. No one cares anymore. No one cares. This fucking country's fucked. We better turn it around so fast. The second thing he did, I don't know if you realize it, but Kamala Harris has been complaining that people have been mispronouncing her name, and it's racist, she says. Not my words. These are her words. She says, my name is Kamala. And people say Kamala or Kamala. Nobody's right. You're the fucking vice president of the United States. We just had a black fucking president. Enough. Half the country, more than half the country, supposedly voted for you. I think you look around, but most of the country's white. We fucking are not racist. We voted you in. It's the fucking opposite of being racist. But she's had this issue all the time. She keeps on saying it. She says Fox News mispronounces her name. Every fucking body who's a conservative mispronounces her name, and it's a racist fucking thing, and she's sick of it. So the president of the United States gets up and calls her Kamala. Wait a minute. Twice he called her the president. But this time, 2 days ago, he called her Kamala. We weren't even sure if he was going to put the A on. Like at first it was just Camel. He called fucking Kamala. Let me tell you something. You know what's the difference between her and a camel? A camel only fucking has 2 humps. She's fucking humped half of San Francisco, this fucking broad. Anyway, I digress. I shouldn't have said that. It's the whiskey, I tell you. She's banged more fucking guys than a fucking drum. Anyway, what I'm saying is, she doesn't even say anything about it. You know, Kamala, from now on, it's Kamala. I'm sorry. I follow the president. The president says I do. I'm a patriot. Kamala should have, after that, said, I keep telling people, if the president of the United States will not get on board and at least call me by my right name, there's a problem here. Is he not fucking, does he not have the cognitive fucking ability to remember my name? I'm the vice fucking president. Or is he doing it as a fucking racial or sexist, dominating, aggressive slur? Which one is it? Have the fucking balls. Let's just remember one thing about Kamala. During the debate when she was going to run for president, she turned to Biden and said, you're a rapist. She goes, you have sexually abused women more times than you've even been charged from it. And it's a fact. I don't want you. You shouldn't be on here running. You should resign if you have any respect for women. She said that. And then when she fucking left and he says, I name her, she's like, okay, fucking gives a fuck. She don't give a fuck. Holy shit. Holy shit. So those were his 2 spoofs of the week. How's the fire going? I'm going to have to add some more in a little while. Okay, so now the big story are the documents. The fucking documents. They found documents in a library at Penn University. It's the university that China donates tens of millions of dollars for God knows what. It's the same China that's paid his son, and whose son has laundered the money and gave it to his father. It's the same China. You know China. They got the chopsticks. They got the guy in the cart. Remember China? Our sworn enemies. Remember? They give that university, I don't know why, Why the fuck would China just pick this Pennsylvania university to donate millions and millions of dollars? And if they hate us, they want our destruction. And lo and behold, Biden has an office there, and he stores top secret documents there. Hey, unsecured. When I say unsecured, you got them in a file cabinet? You got them in a file cabinet? Let me tell you one thing. Someone breaks into my house, and I got a loaded fucking gun in a file cabinet, and they come out and they fucking accidentally fucking shoot themselves or whatever, I go to jail. That's not fucking secured. These are top secret documents from the United States of America being sought after by Chinese spies, and they're in his fucking locker. He says, that's it. That's it. It's over. I misplaced them. Okay. Bad. But the investigation's over. Boom. They find more in his house. They go back. He says, okay, they were in my house. It's over. Boom. They find it in his fucking garage. Top secret documents in his garage. You know, the garage is the most unsecure place in anyone's house. You know that, right? You know that? You don't have to be fucking Columbo to fucking know that, right? The most unsecured part of anyone's house this guy has his top secret documents there. And then he tries to play it off and he says, you know what? I got my vet in there. I got my Corvette in there and it's locked. I love that Corvette. You love the Corvette? There's fucking secrets. My life is hanging on those fucking secrets. And you're still talking about your Corvette. This fucking guy is crazy. But the craziest part, nothing is done. Nothing is done. Top secret documents. If there's top secret documents found in his garage, let me just say one thing about also Rob Reiner, asshole from Hollywood, Garofalo, all these Hollywood fucking people who fucking back this fucking Alzheimer piece of shit. They all okay with it. They're okay with it. It's different what he did. Could you fucking believe this? These fucking people are traitors. These people are saying it's okay that there are top secret documents that could get us all fucking killed. That he's okay mishandling them. They're okay with it. These are the kind of fucking people they're talking about in Hollywood. They're all fucking notorious scumbags who only fucking care about themselves. He could go to his mansion. He could have people with machine guns around. He don't give a fuck. But they'll sell us all fucking out. That's number one. But anyway, they're in his garage. Me, let's say Freddie Rubino is running the FBI or Department of Justice, and I haven't been corrupted. First thing you do, you seal the fucking house. Nobody goes in and out. Second thing is, you take all the tapes, all the videos of people who came in and out. It's the fucking president's house. There's security cameras. It's not like fucking Epstein's cell where they fucking off, or fucking Pelosi's fucking homo fucking living room where all of a sudden there was no video. No, it's the president's house. There's video cameras. They know. They could tell us who went in and out. Number one, I seize all of them. Number two, I search every fucking bit of the house. I even go as far as to rip fucking boards up and find every fucking thing in that house. I'm sure there's 10 times more if that was in the garage. Could you imagine? That's the first thing. Nothing was done. You know who they had go in? His lawyers. They had his lawyers go in the house and look for more documents that are illegal to have in his possession. Why can't that happen to me? Why can't the feds knock on my door and go, hey, Rubino, you got any weapons in there? You got any drugs in there? No. Wait a minute. I got my lawyers coming over. He'll look, and then he'll come out and say, I look, there's no drugs or weapons. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rubino. How the fuck is that legal? That you have your lawyers. His lawyers are not fucking supposed to be able to look at top secret documents. Where did this lawyer come from? Is he a lawyer? Is he the lawyer's aide? Is he fucking Julio who works in the mailroom and he's helping them? They short that fucking. How is his fucking lawyers in the house looking for shit that's against the law? Unfucking believable. It's unbelievable. Could you imagine if that happened to you? You would be singing. They're letting me fucking search my. Pull over, sir. Yes. What? I just came from Mexico. What? I want you to search your own car and tell us if there's any drugs or people that you're smuggling into the country. Okay, let me check. No. Okay, you could go. That's how fucking ridiculous it is. That's how they don't have anything. They don't have to go by the law. It's fucking crazy. Gets better. If I was that guy, I would look for everything. Now, who has access to the garage and to the house and to the fucking place in Pennsylvania? You take anyone who would have ever been in the room or had access. The fucking janitor who swept in Pennsylvania, the gardener who was in the garage, the car mechanic. He doesn't fuck. You think this asshole works on his own car? The car mechanic. There was a fucking crew. There's one that he took Jay Leno for a fucking ride in his vet. There was camera crews. There were lunch people. There were sound people. Who are those fucking people? They had access to America's top secret documents. All of them should be rounded up. Consuela the maid, the guy cutting the hedges, the person who maintained the house. All of these fucking maintenance people should be all rounded up, go through the tapes and say, who the fuck else was in the house? Did you read anything? Crawl up their ass. Do they have any fucking ties to the cartels? I don't know. All I know is that fucking people, regular everyday people, had access to top secret documents. And no one fucking cares. You know where Trump had his? Mar-a-Lago, the Secret Service were guarding it. In a locked box, the Secret Service, the Department of Justice told Trump, I want you to lock it with these locks. He said, okay. He put the locks on. Secret Service guarding them. Nothing was missing. Everybody knew it was there. So, don't we want to know who the fuck was in the garage? Who the fuck was in the house? Now, if you want to gloss over all of that, let's focus on one fucking piece of shit that we know had access to the documents. It's Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden drove the car, had access to the garage. Hunter Biden had access to top secret documents because of his fucking father. How is Hunter Biden not under arrest right now? Questioned. What's going on? Why were you taking fucking money? How did you get $40,000 a month to pay rent to be in the house that your father owns? Because your father never reported it for taxes, so obviously you didn't really fucking pay him. Who did you launder this money for? Shouldn't there be an unbelievable... He should at least be detained. They went through fucking Trump's son's fucking house. He was fucking 13. And I'm not just saying Hunter like it's the fucking fashionable thing to say. No. Hunter Biden is a fucking drug addict. A crackhead. A drug addict of the worst kind. No self-control. Nothing. He has pictures of himself with illegal handguns. He has pictures of himself with prostitutes. He has pictures of himself abusing women, smoking crack, naked and fucking totally out of control. I'm not even saying he would betray the country. He just doesn't fucking know what he's doing. If anybody knows a drug addict, You know, they're not regular people. They'll do anything. There's crack houses where people run out of crack, or they can't, even if they have the money, but there's just a little left. They will do anything. I'm telling you, they'll do anything for the drug. It's a scientific fact. They go into withdrawals. They get so sick, they will do anything. And you ask any drug addict, you go on any fucking site and you look into it, they will do any sexual act to get more crack. Anything. Any of them will do anything. They will do anything violent. They will murder. They will fucking do anything. That most of these crimes or these drug addicts, they're in such desperation. This guy had access. The desperation of a drug addict had access to our top secret files. And fucking nothing is being done about it. They won't even ask the fucking questions about it. This is the lowest this country has ever sunk. And there's only one thing fucking lower than what is going on. And it's that there's people in the Democratic Party who are today taking their back. There's a fucking guy, a guy, I think he's from fucking San Francisco. They caught him sleeping. He's in Congress. They caught him sleeping with a Chinese spy. He was fucking her on the side. They know it. It's 100% fact. 100%. He's out there saying that it's okay what Biden did. Of course. You're a fucking half a spy yourself. People are condoning it. Hollywood's condoning it. Big time. You see this guy Bill Maher now? He used to be ultra liberal. Fuck the conservative. Fuck. All of a sudden, he turned a little. Why? Why? Because his fucking state got so violent, he can't even take it anymore. How could we not have Hunter Biden under arrest, find out what he knows, find out who he brought in there, find out if he brought prostitutes in, if he brought fucking drug dealers in, if he has ties to cartels, if we know he has ties to China. This is the biggest fucking craziest story I've ever heard. Nixon got impeached for erasing a couple of minutes from listening in on fucking election headquarters at the Watergate Hotel. This fucking guy has shit all over the place. And his drug addict son has access to it all. This is the worst I've ever heard. This is the worst in the country. He's a fucking... I can't even describe it. I don't even understand how people aren't being impeached, how people aren't being removed right away, how the Department of Justice isn't subpoenaing fucking Biden and his whole family immediately and finding out what exactly happened and who has had access to it. Nothing. I'm fucking shocked. I gotta say. And that's the documents. I'm Freddie Rubino. I'm a comedian. I play all over the East Coast of the United States, Kansas City, Chicago, Minnesota. I travel a lot. I see all these shit that's going on. And I want you to come and see me. Follow me on Facebook, Rumble, YouTube, Instagram. And come see me. I do a good comedy show. And let me just say one thing about comedy. My comedy is going to be the same it's been in 2023 than it's been in 2022 and 2021. I'm a comedian. I make jokes. I am not obligated to fucking know your situation. If you get offended at comedy, get up and walk the fuck out. I don't get that a lot. I know a lot of other comics do, but I'm not going to change for this fucking world. Okay? If you have 15 fucking sexual orientations and I make fun of 5 of them, not my obligation to know what's going on in your fucking head. I don't care. I'm going to do my act, and it's nothing personal against you. I'll make fun of Italians. I'll make fun of religion. It's not my obligation to know everything about your religion. You know, you said this about religions. You know, our religion doesn't do that. I don't give a fuck. I made a joke about it. I'm not obligated to know every detail of your religion so it doesn't fucking offend you. I'm not obligated to know every custom of your fucking nationality. That it might be a cliche. Of course, I explode fucking cliches. I explode fucking everything. I'm not obligated to know every fucking problem you have. And frankly, I don't really care. I'm there to entertain the room. So, if you're easily offended, or you think I should have known that the fucking Shia religion is different than the Shiite, and if you think I'm fucking supposed to know that fucking Jamaicans and Haitians have different customs, I don't give a fuck. I even get it from Italians. You know, we're not like that. Shut the fuck up. I'm a comedian. You live under a rock. So I'm not going to change. So you're going to come. You're going to laugh. You're going to laugh at me making fun of me. You're going to laugh at me making fun of my religion, my nationality, your religion, your sexual preference, my sexual preference. And that's how comedy shows are. If you can't take it, don't go to a comedy show. Go to a fucking poetry reading bullshit. Go to a fucking enema fucking clinic and get the bug that's up your fucking ass out. Because I ain't changing and I have a good time doing what I do. So come see me all over Jersey, Florida, and beyond. Chicago coming up too. Okay, guys, I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope to see you sometime at a show or outside the show or inside the show. You know what I'm talking about. Free Rubino, you're the next gen.